What if I told you sometimes knowing too much does not make your life easier, but it makes it heavier? Everyone tells us knowledge is power, but no one tells us that powers comes at a price, and the price is overthinking, the price is responsibility, and the price sometimes is loneliness. You start to see things others don't. You start noticing patterns in conversation, silence between words, and motives behind smiles, and suddenly your innocence isn't there anymore. It is replaced by this strange weight, and that, my friend, is the burden of knowledge. I noticed this first during a late night conversation with my friend. He was venting about this co-worker who wasn't replying to him nicely. It was some small talks, but as he talked, I couldn't help but notice the words he was saying. I could see the self-doubt in his words, hear the years of emotional baggage in his tone, and the way he laughed mid-sentence, not because it was funny, but to mark something they did not want to admit. And this I was feeling so guilty about. He was just wanting me to listen to him, and yet I was there dissecting his trauma, emotional years, emotional baggage, and the generational cycles. It felt terrible. And it was not even my fault. It was this lens put on me, the way a filter that I could not turn it off. This happens in our daily life as well. When you are watching a movie, you do not get lost in it. You start to dissect is the character arcs, the psychology behind the characters, the directorial intent behind the movie. And when you hear someone talk about their dream job, you can do is how economically unstable the current market is for that job. When someone says I'm fine, you all you can see is the layers behind those words, and it's like you have been given this lens that you can see through, but it does not have a off switch. You cannot take off the lens. There is an actual name for this. It's called cognitive load. It's the mental effort taken by your brain to process, load, and act and store the information you have gained. And when you constantly gain new analysis, knowledge, and interceptions, what happens is your cognitive load gets overwhelmed. And there is also this something called the Dunning-Kruger effect, where it happens to be if you start learning something and you learn it so much that you understand how much you do not know about it, and it creates an imposter syndrome, it creates anxiety, it creates existential crisis at times. That's the paradox, my friends. Ignorance may not always be blissful, but knowledge isn't always peaceful either. So what's the solution? Do we stop learning? Do we unlearn things we have learned? Not quite. No, the truth is, wisdom is not about how much you know, it is about when to hold on and when to let things go. Sometimes you will see someone else's pain in their eyes that they haven't noticed that as well, and sometimes you will connect dots that others don't know even exist. But your job isn't always to fix it. Sometimes it is to just witness it and accept it and not let the burden of knowledge crush the softness in your heart. Because real mastery does not come from knowing deeply, it comes from loving deeply, even when you know. If your mind feels heavy sometimes and your heart is overwhelmed, you are not alone. You are growing, you are evolving, you are awakening. And at times like this, it's okay to rest, it's okay to feel, and it's okay you don't fix everything, you understand. So breathe a little deeper, drink your water, and know that even the burden of knowledge can be lighter if we know how to take it with grace. If this video helped you feel seen, consider subscribing, and hey, take care of your heart and your brain. See you next time.